It's a cartoon for tweens about biblical themes. They produce little plays, they get carried away. A flamingo, a sock, yeah, most things can talk. Connect. There's Tina and Joey and Becky and Todd. There's Lena and Jerry, they're already odd, but they still find a way to learn more about God. Connect.
One day, while tending to his flock, Moses came upon a bush that was ablaze.
A bush! A bush that is burning but not being consumed. I will take a closer look at this bush.
Moses, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham.
Go on.
I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt, to lead them into the promised land of Canaan.
I'm not sure I have the work history to qualify as a savior.
Say to the Israelites, the Lord has sent you.
Lord, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm an awful choice for this. Why don't you pick someone else?
Hold! Todd, if you're going to deviate from the script, could you at least respect the spirit of Moses' character?
Script supervisor, will you read back the line that Becky claims I assassinated?
The line was, couldn't you send someone else to speak for you?
See? Totally reluctant.
Obviously, the writer of this particular production did not do their research. Oh, dramaturg!
Miss Frederick, I can't remember what this one does.
Dramaturgs are the production's researchers. Please read the appropriate biblical passage.
Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?
Point 2 for old Todd.
Stage manager? Can you please speak with the dramaturg? There is nothing but backtalk from her.
I'll look into it.
Do you know why I picked Moses as the subject for the show? Because Moses is amazing, not reluctant. He parted the Red Sea. He liberated the Hebrew people. He delivered them to the Promised Land. Moses spoke directly to God. Moses hung out with God. When God's people need help, God doesn't send in the B team. God sends in the first-string varsity. Moses is practically a superhero.
Ah!
Did someone say superhero?
Why is this happening?
Moses was no superhero. Moses was a regular person, just like you. Not me, of course, for I am Captain Remarkable!
Did you not hear what I just said?
When God hears us crying, God doesn't necessarily send a remarkable person. Moses' story is amazing because God did amazing things through an ordinary man.
But wait, what about you? You're obviously far from ordinary, but you showed up to save the day.
Yes! But if you'll recall my backstory, I too at my core am quite ordinary, but was given extraordinary powers to help those in need, just like everyone else in the remarkable realm. Everyone that is, except for Dr. Bland.
Ugh, Dr. Bland.
Dr. Bland?
My arch nemesis. Dr. Bland tries to drain everyone's remarkable potential for his own benefit, constantly trying to fill us with doubts in ourselves, to stop us from saving the day. Much like Moses' fears and doubts tested his faith that God would help him save the day.
So Moses was in fact an ordinary, oftentimes reluctant guy.
Apology accepted.
God calls on ordinary and everyday people to be agents of God's deliverance and freedom.
So even someone as scattered as me could be called on? That's crazy talk.
It's all right, everyone. Crisis averted.
You've destroyed my world. I'm a creature with no plane of existence of my own. I'm doomed to wander yours.
I got a room you could rent in the sub-basement.
I can't pay you any money.
That's all right. No one's using it.
I've never been a burden before.
We all have hard times. Let me show you your room.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
All right, script supervisor, could I have that last line, please?
The line is,
Stage manager, please. We've divided the labor for a reason.
Miss Frederick, I don't think I can do all these jobs. Maybe you should find someone older, like a second grader.
Lena, do you know why I've given you so many tasks?
So you can watch me fail in numerous disciplines?
No, Lena. I gave you so many responsibilities because I see great potential in you. I'm here to support you. When you feel like I'm really pushing you, that's because I believe in you.
Really? You don't think I'm awful?
Not at all, Lena. If I thought you were awful, I'd cast you as a sheep.
Thanks, Miss Frederick.
No, thank you, Lena. All right, everyone. We've got 3 days until opening night. Take it from the top. Let's make this a show they'll never forget.
Not much farther, my faithful Israelites. The Lord will lead us out of Egypt yet.
Egypt was awful. We were abused.
We were slaves.
The lowest of the low.
The subject of constant insults.
We have but one obstacle to cross. The Red Sea.
Do we have a boat?
Yeah, I didn't think to bring one.
But the Red Sea is like really deep.
Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance of the Lord.
Hop, hop, in the name of Pharaoh.
Why did we ever leave Egypt?
The abuse was good-natured.
We were employed.
You have led us into a death trap.
Fear not. God totally has a plan.
Why isn't the sea parting?
Part! The sea will now part!
Noteworthy girl!
Captain Remarkable, thank goodness I found you. What is this strange place?
The realm of human.
You must return to the Remarkable realm. Dr. Bland has developed the ultimate weapon, the Bland Ray.
The Bland Ray?
One blast causes you to doubt the source of all your remarkableness.
You mean?
Yes. Without faith in the source of your powers, you resign yourself to living a wholly unremarkable life. Dr. Bland zapped the whole Remarkable roster with the Bland Ray, and now they're all working for him as office temps.
Then there's no time to lose.
Lord, I thank thee for this gift of futuristic power tools.
Remarkable! Todd, you're needed in the Remarkable realm. There's no time to explain. We have to leap into the funny pages immediately.
I'm sorry.
Come, we must infiltrate Dr. Bland's hideout and liberate the Remarkable roster.
Super! Where is Dr. Bland's hideout? Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
So bland. Tread carefully. Wait!
Huh?
Bland.
Noteworthy girl!
Would anyone like me to go over their tax returns?
Bland.
Captain Remarkable!
Can't fight it. Urge to do data entry. Too strong.
You'll never get away with this, Dr. Bland!
But what can you do, Todd? You're already incredibly mediocre.
Maybe that's exactly why I'm the right man for the job.
Bland.
Let my super people go.
No! You'll make him remarkably bland!
The world is collapsing into a vortex of blandness!
We should have stayed office temps.
Hey! You can crash in my world!
The realm of human? But our superpowers don't work there. We'll be helpless.
You have to make a leap of faith. Just like the Israelites had to make a leap of faith when Moses led them into the wilderness. They had to trust that God would take care of them.
Why are we talking about the
It
Israelites?
just seemed like a teachable moment.
We're running out of time!
Okay, lesson's over. What's it gonna be?
Say something. Say anything. Anyone.
No one said leaving Egypt would be easy. Some might have thought it impossible. But have faith in God, O people of Israel. Trust in the Lord. For God continually brings possibility from impossible situations.
Moses, we are glad you are back. But who are all of these,
Angels. We're angels.
Yes, they are the Lord's angels. Come, Israelites. We've got a sea to cross. Who's with me?
And cute water effects.
The soldiers are drowned. The Israelites crossed the Red Sea.
This just might work.
Come, Come, my fellow people, let us seek refuge for the evening under the comforting canopy of this broom tree.
Moses.
Do you have a grievance, my brother?
I really don't like the wilderness. I find it dusty, dangerous, and pretty lame. Honestly, I wish we had died in Egypt.
Why'd you even bring us out here, Moses? To starve?
Moses has always been pro-starvation.
Whoa! I did not lead you out of Egypt. The Lord led you out of Egypt. Your issue is with God.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I'm with the superhero refugees in the basement. I hate to be a drag, but Admiral Awesome is having a tough time with the whole banished from the place of his birth and not having use of his superpowers thing. Are there any tissues?
I'm sorry, I think I misheard you. Did you say you were an angel?
Oh, right. You're performing. Yes, I am an angel.
Get off stage.
Tissues. Thanks.
I believe the angel was telling me that God is ready to talk. So I will do that now. God, the Israelite spirits have hit rock bottom.
I have heard their grumble against me.
Great, we're on the same page.
I will rain bread from heaven for you. The people are to go out each day and gather enough for that day. In this...
Hey, sorry to bother you again, but do you have any pillows?
Do not interrupt God!
Sorry, I know. It's just the sub-basement floor is really hard, and Noteworthy Girl, without her superpowers, has developed some chronic back issues.
It's true. I'm a mess back there.
We'll try to find you a pillow.
Great. Thanks so much. Also, the mound's teddy bear sprung a leak. Do you, have any stuffing?
We'll look into it.
Super. Thanks so much.
God, you gotta rein in these angels of yours.
So...
Get off stage!
You don't need to yell. We're under a lot of stress.
Okay, so...
What is going on here?
Todd, wrap it up! Get us to intermission. We can't go on like this!
Gotcha! How long will the Israelites endure the harshness of the wilderness? Will they learn to trust God's care and provision? Will the angels continue to interrupt with their proclamations? Stick around for Act 3 after a brief second intermission.
Do not ruin our play, Remarkable. I realize that Todd destroyed your world, but that is not an excuse to trample all over my art. What is the problem?
Hey, Beck, tensions are running high, but the audience is still with us. Why don't you take 5 and have a juice box?
I think you might be right, Todd.
Hey there, big guy. What's going on?
Morale is at an all-time low in the sub-basement. We're all feeling trapped, and that maybe we were better off working for Dr. Bland as office temps.
I don't have all the answers. In fact, I'm hard-pressed to think of a single one. But I do know that God is looking out for us, because that's my next line in the script. And I'm playing Moses. Moses talked to God all of the time. God didn't send the Israelites out of Egypt alone, just like I'm sure God hasn't abandoned 20 comic characters after liberating them from the clutches of Dr. Bland.
But we still need tissues to dry our tears.
And pillows for our backs.
And stuffing for Teddy.
We'll try our best to get you these items, but just remember, you can get all out of shape fretting over feeling helpless, or embrace the wilderness. For the wilderness reveals to us just how dependent we truly are on God.
So you're saying that our lack of superpowers and living in the sub-basement is our wilderness, and it's teaching us to depend on God instead of ourselves?
Places for Act 3, everyone.
We need a sign. Some sort of indication that the Lord is in our corner.
There's no time for a sign from God. Hit the curtain for Act 3. No, that's the wrong... Lever. That was supposed to be the climax. Now the stage is covered in manna. How can we start Act 3, Lena?
What is this stuff?
It's cotton balls. You know, for God raining manna on the Israelites.
This manna absorbs tears as effectively as the leading tissue brands.
It's so soft. My back feels great.
Oh, Teddy's gonna be all right.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Becky. This gift of manna is most appreciated. Come on, team. Let's get it off their hands.
Start Act 3.
My people, the Lord has given me commandments, laws, to give us some much-needed structure. Please pay attention, as I will only be going over this once. I am the Lord your
You contradict everything I say.
Ow, I do not.
Gentlemen, do we have a problem here?
We just had to get out of the sub-basement.
Too many betrayals. Too much guilt floating around down there.
It's been 25 minutes since your last crisis. What could have possibly happened?
Nobody touch me! Nobody touch me!
Your underwear does not belong on the floor. It belongs on the outside of your pants.
My legs! My legs! My legs are blind! My legs are blind!
Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! I'm guessing that a large part of what's causing you grief is that you've been dropped into an alien universe. So you are totally unfamiliar with our laws and policies.
Everyone is trying to steal my hot plate!
Just want to borrow it. It's the only one.
Okay, hold on. There is a rule that specifically addresses this in my code of backstage conduct. It says here, stealing is strictly prohibited. However, borrowing is allowed as long as you have the owner's permission in advance and it is returned promptly. So you see, this rule allows you to share with others without fear of being robbed.
I like that.
See, rules can help us to all get along and work together. Now, let's go over the rest of the rules.
And then I realized his new lamb was actually my old lamb that I thought I'd lost, but he'd actually stolen.
That's not true.
Never fear, my people. The Lord has provided a way to resolve this issue. You must
Going well?
restitution.
Yes, Miss Frederick.
Miss Frederick, I broke rule number 7. Or was it rule number 8?
And I'm coveting everyone's limbs and torsos!
Everyone! I now realize that every steal demerit logically ought to be accompanied by a covet your neighbor's goods demerit. So...
Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! It's clear you've uncovered some complexities that the main rules don't fully cover. Fortunately, I have an expanded set of rules that were drafted for just such an eventuality. Section A, Paragraph 1, Line 1.
Okay, God just gave us another important law. When an alien is in your land, do not mistreat them. So, basically, if we're ever invaded by space aliens, we need to bust out the welcome wagon for those little green guys.
I think it's referring to people from other countries.
Interesting theory. A little bit out there, but worth considering.
Subparagraph 3, Section 9, Subheading 0, No Shellfish. I don't quite remember writing that one, but I'm sure it's very important.
Do not eat meat that still has the blood in it. For one, it's a health hazard, and for two, ew. Just ew.
And finally, Rule 613. Always remember to have fun. Any questions?
I think that clears up everything quite nicely. Thank you for your time, Becky.
Just please, keep it down.
Hey, real quick! Concerning the volume levels for karaoke, should we adjust to factor in major holidays?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
The purpose of the laws is to expose sin and create order out of chaos so that we can focus on what's truly important.
Like karaoke volume levels?
Dude, you're focusing too much on the law itself. We're not in a relationship with God because we follow the rules. We follow the rules because of our relationship with God. The laws are guidelines for living in a good relationship with God and each other. When we break the law, it's showing us that we're hurting those relationships.
But the law is so complex. How can we remember all of it?
I'm not saying we have to memorize all of them. It's the spirit of the laws that's important. Jesus had an elegant way of summing it all up. Love God and love each other. That's what's important.
In that case, would you like to join us for dinner?
As long as I'm not on the menu.
Oh my gosh, the show! Todd, why aren't you on stage?
We reached third intermission. It's going great. Just 2 hours to go. What happened down here?
Long story.
My people, after 40 long years in the wilderness, the Lord has now commanded that you go up into the land promised to Abraham. I will stay here and observe.
Wait, you're not coming with us?
God has decided that I shall not enter the promised land for reasons I won't go into.
But what will we do without you? What if we don't like the promised land?
But the Lord has shaped you to be prepared for anything as his chosen people. Here, I give unto you a flag as a symbol of identity and unity to bind you on this, the next stage of your journey.
A wonderful parting gift.
It is here on Mount Nebo that my story comes to an end.
Oh, Todd, they loved it! This is it! I finally arrived as a director!
I'm just glad we're done with rehearsals. Now I can catch up on a little light reading.
Your play is complete. Now, will you help us find a new home?
What?
There are other comic books?
Oh yeah, I've got a closet full of them.
Perhaps another comic could offer asylum.
I've got Really, Really Fast Man, Tornado Woman, 98% Nights.
What's this one?
Ah, Don Francesco's Hidden Paradise.
Hola, superheroes. Please join us. We have mucho vacancy, being that it is a hidden paradise.
What can you tell us about this Don Francesco?
As far as I can tell, the plot primarily revolves around sunbathing, playing tennis, snorkeling.
And the complimentary omelette buffet.
Free omelets?
We accept your invitation, Don Francesco.
Bueno. Welcome to Don Francesco's hidden paradise.
Goodbye, old friends.
Goodbye, Captain Remarkable.
Bye, Captain Remarkable.
Well, Todd, it looks like the superheroes are gonna be all right.
Yes, sir. Everything is wrapped up quite nicely.
Hey, this promised land you set us up with? It's kind of awful.
Oh, for Pete's sake! You have been there for 15 seconds!
You said you were looking forward to retirement.
We were, but then the resort was attacked by sea monsters.
Sea monsters?
I'd forgotten about that.
And the waitstaff all look to us like we're supposed to help. You have to come back with me and set them straight.
It's your comic book, Todd.
Fine.
Why'd you bring the flag?
As a symbol of identity and unity to bind us on this, the next stage of our journey. This place looks pretty sweet.
See? How can we relax and unwind when that keeps happening?
No, we're very capable of battling a sea monster.
Please, there is no one else.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. If we battle the sea monsters today, won't we be expected to subdue the mutant baboons tomorrow? We're here to relax.
Have you forgotten your journey? Have you forgotten your exodus from the tyranny of Dr. Bland and all your hardship in the wilderness of the sub-basement and the rules of conduct that bound you as a people?
I'm retired. My journey's over.
That's not what God prepared you for. Love God and love each other. It's not loving to allow those who wait upon you to be dragged into the ocean by sea monsters.
You're saying we must apply our acquired wisdom and skill to make Don Francesco's hidden paradise a better place?
Promised land doesn't mean problem-free land. God made you super. The question is, will you live up to the superness you're made for?
I have to admit, I do miss defending the world from evil mutant cyborg unicorns.
The intrusions do seem well within our grasp.
Especially after the Lord shaped us so.
Very well, Don Francesco. You get your wish. We will defend your all-inclusive beach resort with all of our strength.
Muchos gracias.
I'm glad I could be of service. I think it's high time I return to my world.
Thanks, Todd, for everything.
What did Todd do?
Not a problem, heroes. What's wrong?
The first review came in. Becky Frederick's follow-up shows great potential, but lacks refinement.
Hey, congratulations.
It's horrible! A yucky heap of faint praise.
Becky, you can't expect to be perfect. Refinement comes with time. With everything we've learned on this production, just think of the greater challenges we'll tackle on the next one.
You know what? I think I'm going to start research for our next play.
That's the spirit, Beck.